Happy wedding year! It's finally here and I'm just as excited as you are. So this video is to help you prepare for your photos. The more confident you feel in me and in yourself will make the day run much smoother and have less things to worry about on the day of. So let's get right into it. One thing to know about me is I tend to be a little more introverted at home, but on the wedding day, I love to bring the energy. I am gonna be the hype girl for your whole day, hyping up not only you, but your wedding party, your family. I really do just try to keep everybody super happy because this is also important for your photos. You will be reminded of how you feel when you get your photo taken when you're looking back at those photos. So if you're getting ready is feeling very stressful and overwhelming, you will remember that feeling when you're looking back at these photos. So we want everything to go as smooth as possible. I want you to feel happy and have very fond memories of those moments. And that's a really big goal of mine. So to reach this goal, one thing we can do is plan ahead. For some of you, the next step will be scheduling the engagement session. And if we haven't already done this, I do have a few tips for your session. When you're selecting a location for your engagement session, it should reflect you as a couple. So sometimes people will like to lean more natural, like a field setting, or they would like to lean more into a city setting. You could even do inside of a restaurant. There are endless possibilities, and I'm more than happy to discuss what works best for you based on your vibe and what you kind of picture for your day. I will typically suggest getting your hair and makeup done. A lot of brides like to plan their trial for the day of your engagement photo. This kind of gets your money's worth, I would say, and you can kind of see how your makeup and your hair will photograph. The next is outfit selection. So typical engagement sessions will be about an hour long. This allows time for a couple different location options within the same area and a couple different outfit options. So I typically tend to have my couples start in a more formal outfit. And for this could be a dress, this could be just nicer pants, nicer blouse. We'll start with that until you get all loosened up, and then we'll get more into the fun stuff. So we'll get into a casual outfit, and this is the part of the session where we will get more fun, more movement in your posing. So bringing me into posing, I like to mix standard poses such as smiling and looking mixed with prompt poses. This would be run up and down, holding hands, and this can look however it looks. It doesn't have to be anything specific. I'm really just trying to get you to move, get more natural movement, get more natural smiles. If you feel more comfortable in the poses, you will look more comfortable in your photos, and this is really important. Every single client I have ever had has told me, this feels weird, I don't feel comfortable in photos, or I'm awkward in front of the camera. And I can guarantee that is probably further from the truth, although I appreciate the sentiment. And when it comes to posing, I will tell you every step of the way. For the prompts that are more directed, I can tell you, hey, put your hand here, or smile this way, look this way. And I will be very specific about that. Whereas for the prompts, I will kind of let things unfold as they are. Now for the day of your engagement session, you want to make sure that you have your outfits ahead of time and that you arrive early. You don't want to be stressed for your photos because, again, if you're feeling stressed and tense when you arrive for your photos, you will remember that when you're looking back at them. You're going to want to remove everything from your pockets, so cell phone, keys, anything like hair ties on your wrist, you want to get rid of those. And if you're doing a second outfit, I will grab some ring shots if I have time, which means you'll want to have your ring clean before for these close-up shots. These sessions are a great way for us to get to know each other and to get to know my style of shooting, my prompts, how I interact with you during your photos. That way it's not a surprise and we're not learning each other on the day of. So I always suggest doing an engagement session whether you have already gotten photos done or even if you have already sent out save the dates. Once the photos are taken, I send back your gallery in an online viewing platform within 2 weeks. And from here, you can download both web size and high resolution images. After the engagement session, it'll probably be a while for anything else photo related. I'm always open for questions and advice on timeline issues, but typically I will send out a questionnaire about 3 months before your wedding date. This questionnaire will help me figure out what I need to do with my photo timeline based on what you already have planned. So anything that your planner has or that you already have planned, you can include in this questionnaire if it's not already covered. And I will plan my timeline based around what you already have. So here is some advice, whether you're doing a winter wedding, a spring wedding, a summer wedding, or a fall wedding. And these are also available in PDF form, linked below. So in this timing advice, you'll see the option for either a first look or not. And I have noticed recently a lot of my clients are gravitating toward not doing a first look. And either way, it is totally fine for me. But I wanted to give you some info to help you decide whether or not you would like to do a first look. One reason you might want to do a first look is to get out the nerves, kind of get to see each other a little bit before the day, especially once ceremony is over. The day really does go by quickly. So it gives you some time together. It gives an opportunity for more photos before the ceremony, and to also get wedding party photos done before the ceremony. This is great for couples who would like to join cocktail hour. The other option is to not see each other, keep it more traditional, see each other at the altar, which I think is great. And in this case, we'll do couples portraits directly following ceremony. So it will go ceremony, family portraits, couples portraits. And this will be your first set of portraits for the day. Like we probably discussed on your intro call, I do like to do 2 sets of portraits throughout the day. One can either be before or after ceremony, depending on first look. And then the second will be closer to sunset or right after sunset. The next thing I will request from you after figuring out the timeline is your family formal shot list. So although I don't ask for a per se photographer shot list where I don't need to know specific shots through the day, I do request names of everybody involved in your family formals. So this will be first names and groups. So I will send you a template based on just like traditional groupings of family, and anything that you want additionally, you could add in also. And this is just recommendations, something to help you. This is not the end all be all. I will send you your family formals template about 1 month before your wedding date. That way you have an idea of who's going to be there. Pro tip of family formals is to let everybody involved know that they're going to be in photos. So I like to do family formals directly after ceremony. And this is because everybody involved in the family photos is there in one centralized location. So you can say, hey, grandma, grandpa, hang around after the ceremony. We'll be doing family formals very shortly after. And I usually select a location close to where the ceremony was, so any older participants and kids don't have to go very far. That way we can kind of roll through your list, get those done, let them go to cocktail hour, and then we can continue with either wedding party photos, couples photos, or anything else. Or just let you join cocktail hour if those things are already done. Okay, so that is a lot about the preparation before the day of. So now we're getting to the day of. So the very first thing I start with on a wedding day is the details. This includes the dress, the shoes, the invitation suite, rings, all those little details like that. Now, I would love for you to think of something creative and different that represents your wedding day and represents you. So say you are getting married somewhere very nautical, maybe on a beach or something like this. Maybe you could add oyster shells to your details. They could be painted, they could be unpainted, but something different and unique that'll represent your day and you. I also suggest that all of these things be gathered in a box, so once I arrive, I can get right to photographing them and I don't need to bother you. So I suggest getting these ready the night before. I'm actually sending you a tote bag, and this will be perfect to put all your details in. You could put shoes, ring boxes, perfume, anything like that. And a list of everything you will need will also be here and downloadable in a PDF form attached to the video. One more thing that will help you prepare are my extra offerings. So some of these could be your wedding album or even a parent album. So oftentimes parents help out a lot with your wedding day, and one way to thank them is with a parent album. These are great mementos for your parents who usually put in a lot of time or effort or money into your wedding day. These are great to purchase ahead of time. That lets me and my second know that parents and parent reactions are extra important on the wedding day. And these are things that we always focus on, But knowing that you are going to be sending an album, I'll make sure just to get those few extra photos that'll really make this album special. Another thing that can make your day super special are these Polaroid albums. I really, really love these. It is just snapshots that I can take from my perspective throughout your day that you get to see on your wedding day. I do try to send previews within 48 hours of your day, but these are just a great film option for you to look at, for your family to look at, for your wedding party to look at. Some additional add-ons would be a night before session, a rehearsal session, or even a boudoir session. And if you want more information on these, don't hesitate to reach out and email me and I will give you all the info. You should expect your full gallery back to you within 8 weeks of your wedding day. I hope this answered some of your questions and helped you feel more prepared for your photos on your wedding day and before your wedding day. Talk soon.